Welcome to the video. If you want to know how to fit a letterbox, follow this step-by-step guide. So before we go on and fit our letterbox today, we're going to talk you through a few different styles that there are and help you choose the right door for your application. First, I'm going to start off with this style. These are a telescopic letterbox and these come so they're able to fit on different thickness doors. They also come with a weather seal which goes on the front and the outside of the door. They've got a spring latch at the front and the back, and also this brushed bar inside to prevent drafts getting through. So these are available in different finishes. We've got the aluminium, the white and the brass. Okay, so moving on, we've also got these spring-loaded, these are back plates. These have got, again, the brushes in there to prevent the drafts, and the fixing point screw holes are here. So these will be no good for outdoors because they could be easily removed. So yeah, they're predominantly for indoors, for the inside of the door, and again the aluminium, the white and the brass finish on those. If you're not looking for one with the flap on there, we've also got these, which is just an open back plate, again fits on the inside of the door with a brush. These are from Warm Seal and these stop the drafts from getting through. They're also slightly longer, so can fit a larger letterbox. Yeah, and also from this company Warm Seal, they also do a back plate with a flap and the bristles. So we have these standard back flaps. These go on the inside of the door, and we'll be showing you how to fit one of these along with one of these standard sprung letterboxes. These are also available in the brass finish and the chrome finish. So this is the letterbox that we'll be fitting on our door today, but we're just going to show you some other boxes which are available. You've got the brass finish. This one of course is slightly larger, so you might have to check if you're replacing yours, check the sizes, the dimensions, and make sure that it's going to fit inside the hole that you've got on your door. We've also got this Georgian style, just with this scroll feature around the outside. So we've also got a very similar style of letterbox, but this is unsprung, of course with a different finish, and it's got this little handle at the bottom there. Also you can get them available with a knocker. This one's a spring-loaded letterbox, and that comes complete with a knocker. In the last in our range is these antique style, really heavy duty sprung latches, and this one also has this fleur-de-lis feature on there. The main tools you're going to need are a jigsaw, a screwdriver, a level and a ruler, spanner, hammer and chisel possibly, and either a hacksaw or a grinder. Okay, so there are two options for fitting your letterbox. You can do it in situ on the door, or place it on some trestles, or like we're doing here, we're going to lay it across these tables just to give us some more room to get in and work around. Okay, so locating your door, there's no hard and fast rule really where to put it. You decide where you want to put it, but get it centralised on your door and nice and level as well. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is find the centre of our plate and the centre of the door and offer them up at the height that we want the letterbox to be at. Okay, so in this situation we're able just to, we know that these doors are square and parallel, so we're able just to use a square to come off to get this line nice and level. In the real world, when you come to fit it, it's probably best to draw your level line with a level on the door where you want it first, and then you know when you fit your letterbox it's going to be perfectly level. So what I've done there is I've marked out, because we're going to have to cut the hole around here, around this section. So I've marked that out first, and then we're going to have to mark in this far from the edge. So this will be the size of the aperture that we cut. And here it's 25mm in. Okay, so this is marked out now, 10mm in from either side, 25mm in. What I'm going to do now is drill 4 holes in these corners without crossing these lines, and then cut out between those holes, and that'll be our aperture cut. I'm now going to use a jigsaw just to cut along these lines. Okay, so Also what I did there, just to note, is I put some masking tape on the back of the door, in between the drill holes, so that when the saw went through we'd have a nice clean cut on both sides. And that's what it's done there. Okay, so the next step to do is we need to cut out a notch for this spring mechanism there. The plate won't sit flush to the door yet until we've marked out. So if we use our centered mark there, we just need to take off just at the back of there, just on this one side. We just need to chisel out just enough for that spring to fit into. Okay, so we've got our little channel out for the main body of this spring, but we also need to cut out a little section where that spring is. So I'm just going to cut that out now with a chisel as well. Okay, so the next step now is to mark off and drill some holes for these fixing bolts that go through the door. Okay, so what I've done there is I've just enlarged this hole. I've used a 12mm bit. That's just so this little section here of the letterbox will fit through. Okay, so we've got our door turned around now. If you were fitting this in the real world, now is the time where you'd apply some weather protection to this exposed face of the door. You use the paint, the finished paint of the door, or maybe a clear silicone or any silicone around there, or a varnish. We're just going to put these fixing bolts on, and then they're going to need cutting to length, and it's secured here with these washers, and then when that's tight we just cut off the excess. So that's now fitted and working and on nice and securely. It's now time to address the inside of the door. We're opting to use this warm seal one that's got these brushes on there which stops the drafts from coming through, and this is a real simple fix. We'll offer it in place, make sure it's central, pilot holes, and the 4 screws that come with it, we'll put them on. So I'm now going to show you how to fit a more traditional back plate onto the door. I'm going to start by again finding the centre of the door. I'm also going to find the centre of the cutout, and this is just going to help us just to square up our back plate so it's nice and fits nice and even. Just going to line them up then, so we now know that our first bracket will sit there. So now we've got the position of our first bracket. I'm going to map the centre onto this little latch there. I'm going to mark the first one, drill it and screw that. So we know in this instance that the door is nice and plumb, so I'm just going to measure out from there, same distance, to make sure that this bracket is sitting plumb, and then our letterbox will sit nice and level. So with that one in place now, we'll just offer up our next one, put a little bit of tape in there so we know where it's going to be. Okay, so now I'm going to mark up the other side just so we can get that in the right place. Okay, so that's it, all done. Hit the subscribe button for more DIY guides. We'll see you on the next one.